so much for joining us tonight. I know it's going to be, or your morning, in fact. I'm pretty sure you've woken up. But yeah, it's going to be great to have you on board again. And the guys took so much from the session last time, so I'm really looking forward to this again. And yes, so how's things? How's life?
Great. Having a lot of fun.
Yeah. The family life balance with playing, I
Yes.
concur totally.
Music and the people and family, that's yes, my life. Love it.
Yeah, brilliant. So, have you got any sort of like work projects on the go at the minute, or are you on holiday mode?
Oh, I'm always holiday mode and playing music.
Nice one. All right, well, we're going to welcome on Andy first. Andy's going to tell you a little bit about what he's going to play, and I'll go backstage and just cue the first video.
Great.
Welcome, Andy.
Hi
there. Hi there. My name is Andy. I am a third-year student at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, and I'm playing Etude in C# minor by Casey Angelosi.
Great.
All right, I'm just going to cue this video up, and just remember to mute yourself, guys.
Great playing, Andy. I think you are muted.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's really very well prepared and well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it's amazing technique, and you are not having any problem for playing those hard stuff, and that's impressive. And also, how you are making phrasing is also very nice, rather sweet. Did you have any problem to running this piece or any question before we go?
As far as like running the piece, I think it's just overall, like, I don't know how, if you have anything that you personally do, because like I feel like I always have like a lot of stuff to learn and to memorize constantly, right? And it's bridging that gap between like, okay, wait, this is a part that's actually a part of something completely different, and running like keeping things consistent memory wise. I don't know if that's like relevant to the question that you asked, or if like,
No. Just
yeah.
or anything. Like I was just wondering for you because you are someone who has a very good technique, seems like, and so I was just simply wondering, how do you have any problem or question to, learning this music? Yeah.
To learning this music,
Or even other music.
Even as what?
Is even not with this music, like other music.
With just learning it in general?
Yeah, in general.
I honestly, like, the biggest thing for me is like memorization, just overall, right? I mean, that's kind of the only thing I feel like I run into. Also, the what's it called? I think like just kind of thinking ahead of what I have to play next, right, is also a really big thing, especially with like longer pieces like this. So
I see. Yes, I'm trying to think about what would be beneficial for you to talk about. But so for this piece, it's my first time to hear you playing this piece. So for me, you were very well prepared and ready to go to the concert with this. And it might be connecting with the problem you are having for the memorization. But I think to memorize, if you think about this as a big view, a big picture, and make just one phrase instead of, of course, we have to memorize like small details, of course, and phrasing. And on top of that, we have some sections, of course, we have to memorize. But I felt it might be even more beautiful if you think of the one long phrase of this piece. That to do that, I think there are many ways to make longer phrasing, of course. But the biggest thing maybe you can try is dynamics changes. Yes, I think yes, you had a very good piano and a forte, but most of the time that your forte became a little similar color. So you can imagine, okay, this is like full orchestra, this is like trumpet only, or this is just violin solo. Like that's kind of, imagination if you have, then maybe you can change the stroke naturally. The direction of the sound would be changed. Then you can make a little bit more colorful sounds, and that's going to connect to the longer line, not this.
Okay.
That might be you can try. And also Yeah, so the longer phrasing, one phrase, that's one thing I thought. And also, small details and melody line. So melody, the top line and inner voicing and the bass line. It was a little not, I think it can be even more clearer for the melody line. And instead of think of this way for the music, think of this way. So practice only melody line as well as practice only the inner voicing with a different kind of the sounds compared to the top sounds and bass sounds. Then bass sounds, you can practice only bass sounds, bass line. Then I think that's gonna make more colorful sounds and easier for us to follow each voicing. Right now, you are doing amazing. Yes, of course. But on top of that, if you can do separate voicing as a separate instrument, then it will be much more attractive and easier for us to follow. And that's also help you to make the longer line of the music. Make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Yes. And then for the detail of the music, I will just go briefly. Can I share my screen, Tim? Wait, maybe I have to do some setting.
Now you're asking. I don't know, to be honest, because I haven't for a while. Excuse me. If you can, there's like a screen with an arrow facing upwards.
Yes, let me. I think. Okay. If I do like this. Oh, no, it's unable to share the screen.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, so I was gonna show you. I wrote some note on your screen, so but it's okay. So let's see. From the beginning, you do ding da di 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 da di da. That's like first line. This, I would imagine those first two notes to sustaining until the end of the second line.
Okay.
Yes, and then, so then, ta-da! So those second beat and third beat, maybe you can think of inside of that first two note.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
I understand.
Yes. So not totally separate thing. Neither just not like like clearer speaking.
Okay. Like more articulate.
Yeah, more pronounce. Instead, more like play with the meaning for each single note. That's kind of a feel.
Okay.
No, and I felt, yes, you did memorize this piece, and I feel maybe you are using mostly muscle memory, like to use, like to memorize. Did you like repeatedly practice them again and again and try to memorize by hand mostly?
Some of it, yeah, like for the faster sections, because I feel like that it moves at too fast of a speed for me to not do that. But for the slower sections, a lot of it was just memorizing the melody and trying to figure that out, like as I go. Well, not figure it out, but kind of to retain that information as I go through it with what it's supposed to sound like.
I see. So, yes, for us, it's very important to use muscle memory, of course, of course. But on top of that, um, there are many different way to memorize the music. And first, analyze not only melody, harmony, and remember and practice only the harmony, not not all the melody line. Just analyze and play as a chord and play with a roll. If you do that, if something happen, you still remember the harmony, so you can make that up, you know.
Okay.
And so that's analyze. So use the brain, and the second, use your visual memorize. Read the music and imagine yourself when you blink, you memorize. Like remember the one line, look at that and blink, then you think of that line in your head. Yeah, so that's a visual memorization. And the same time, when you memorize, when you practice on the instruments, that's of course muscle memory, but same time, try to use your eyes to see where you're playing. So it's also visual memorization. And use the ear. Practice very slowly and record yourself. It's the point is practice very slowly. Then you can remember every single note and listen again and again. And also when you are, the memorize or practice doesn't need to be with instrument all the time. And most of the time I memorize when I'm away from the instruments, not only the muscle memory. Like when you are taking a shower, when you take a walk with dog, anytime when you're walking, it's also the best way. And for me, it's on the airplane when I'm reading music, I try to memorize. And sometimes to check my memorize is part to test myself for my memorize. I just do other things like read manga or read book, then just singing in my head the piece.
Okay.
Then, there is some distraction, but then if I couldn't sing in my head, that means my memorize is not 100% yet, right? So those I do. So maybe you can try those as well if you, are worried about memorize.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely try those.
Yeah, my piano teacher, when I was doing mostly piano before, doing percussion as not my main thing, but before that I was piano player. So before the concert or before the competition, she recommended me to write all the notes to test yourself without the music. So how much you actually remember, Okay. Okay. Any question?
Outside of that, no. I just appreciate you listening to me today.
I was glad to hear you play. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So no question?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Great job. Great job. Thanks, Eriko.
Yeah.
That message wasn't for you. That's for someone else, Eriko. So don't worry. Good. Okay. I think we're going to try Dane now. So well done, Andy. Thanks so much. Good job. Let's go over to Dane. Hello.
Hello, do you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, it's fixed. Hello, Eriko.
Right.
It's very nice to meet you.
Hi, hello then. Very nice to meet you too.
I'm Dane and I'm 19. I'm from Zagreb, Croatia, and my teacher is Igor Lešnik and Ivana Kuljerić.
I love Ivana very much. I love Zagreb, Croatia. I had a wonderful, super lovely time in there.
Oh, really?
I
And
yes.
and what was the occasion you were in Zagreb?
I had a concert, yes, with Ivana, and yeah, Ivana organized concert for me, and yeah, we played together and with the orchestra as well, and yeah, that was
Good.
amazing experience. She's such a sweet, sweet, lovely person, and
Yes.
amazing, strong person, and a super gentle sweetheart. Yes, I love her very much. Say hi and love, yeah, from
I
me
will.
to her.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm really glad. Okay,
Yes.
so for today, I prepared the video, my video recording of Pius Chang Etude in E minor. So I don't think I need to tell you too much. I think you know it pretty well.
Okay.
So I think we
Yes.
can just. Thank you very much.
Well done then. So it was very nice and beautiful video work. Isn't it?
Thanks.
Isn't it in museum?
No, it's in art gallery.
Art gallery. Wow, it's such a
Yeah,
beautiful place.
thank you.
One of the concert I did was we had a few concerts.
Uh-huh.
One of the concerts for outreach we did it at the museum in Zagreb.
Do you
So
remember which one?
no, no.
Yeah, okay, of course, it's okay.
But wait, the one at Lizinski Hall?
Yeah, that's not that's a hall. That's
Yes, that
like
was,
yeah,
I remember Lizinski Hall. That's such a beautiful hall, but I
yeah,
don't
it's
remember
really
the
nice.
gallery. But it was a beautiful place, and I thought, you are doing in the same place or something. But
Yeah, I'll ask Ivana. Maybe she remembers. Probably.
yes, yes, that was beautiful. Well, but anyway, very well done. It's great, great
Thanks.
performance. A lot of passion, and you play very carefully, and mostly it's good with your heart. You're playing from your heart, which is very important in my opinion. So I liked how you approach the piece,
Mhm.
and this piece is technically difficult, and I think um, you had a little mislearned notes here and there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I also worked with Pius last week, and he told me that there were two notes that I mislearned. So
yeah,
I'll definitely fix that. Yeah.
yeah. Fixed thoughts, and also yes, you have a great technique, but I think you can pray even at going forward more than praying at the moment. Like
Uh,
you are
mhm.
you are a little bit careful, sometimes too much careful,
Huh.
and praying this at that moment very loudly and forget about some you are losing the energy of the music which is going forward.
Yeah.
Music has a power to going naturally, ongoing, and we want to follow that
Hmm.
instead of pray, okay, here, okay, here clear, no, like, although you might have some miss, yes, I hope I don't miss any notes, but always my energy and my power, I want to go to the forward with music, of course
Yeah.
depend on the music,
Yeah.
but with this piece probably you might want to try to just let it go
Hmm. Yeah.
instead of being.
I definitely agree. I think
Mhm.
that it was because I was really trying to not miss the right notes, and because it was a recording, so that was like more important. And it's for me personally, it's difficult to recreate a feeling of playing for others and on a concert while doing a recording. That's something. Uh,
Yes, it's
because
yes.
I definitely agree with everything you were saying about energy and going forward, and I somehow gain that automatically almost while performing because it gives you that extra 10% you need, and while doing a recording it's at least for me a little bit difficult to recreate that feeling.
I 100% agree with you. And for the human, when we have other company
Hmm.
in front of us, of course, we share our spirits and
Hmm.
energy. So naturally gain the energy together. So there are allowance for us to explore more,
Hmm.
right? We
Yeah.
excite. Of course, audience are not just sitting and listening. They are giving us energy and power too for us. So of
Mhm.
course,
Yeah.
have an extra power and extra energy to share together. So of course, I understand what you're saying, but for the recording, yes, it's more like, for me, it's samurai feeling. I don't know if you understand that or not. You have to do that your own,
Yeah.
But what's the difference between recording yourself versus practicing yourself?
To me, well, I record myself a lot. I really like to do it because it gives me automatic feedback. I learn. It's literally learning from my mistakes.
That's absolutely, yes.
And when I don't do it for a larger period of time, it builds up. Like it will, when I start doing it again, it will give me the pressure. And if I do it like every day, and it's like, okay, then it becomes a normal thing. So I always try to keep the balance between, like, okay, not doing it too much, because then you lose well, you never lose the point because you hear it from a different perspective. But I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's great. You are recording almost every day. And yes, I always think for me, for myself, is the hardest criticizer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, and the recording, it's, we can see the truth.
Yeah, I agree. Because especially if you make yourself to do it at the first try, not true. Like if you do it 100 times, okay, it will be the best version, but you want the real version. That's why I also like writing, because then I how do you say, I really know what I want, in a sense. Like I I don't know, it's hard for me to explain it in English, but I come to the, I guess, realization of what I really am trying to accomplish, let's say.
Great. Yes, I'm totally agree with you, and I'm so happy to hear what you're doing, and I hope you keep doing that. And then you noticed your recording is great, but I think the point of, building the energy and the release,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it is difficult without the audience, but you're already that level of the performer, so I'm sure you can try to do that.
Yes.
It's a different type of the practice you need to do.
Yes.
Of course. For the concert, yes, of course, easier to let it go with keeping them between calm and passion.
Yes.
Right? And for the recording, easily became more calm than passion.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So next time, why don't you try, when you just practice, to make yourself to do less calm and more passion way, and to going forward way, and of course record it and check the note where you are constantly play wrong.
Missing.
Missing. And then practice only that part, like again and again.
Yeah.
Then eventually try to keep your balance of between calm and passion. Then probably with your skill, I'm sure you can reach the level of the recording which you are not forgetting about the forward the energy.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, because you are already playing with a passion, but not going, let it
Yeah,
go.
no, not with the. Yeah, I can't find a better words than going forward. Yes. Yeah, more energy. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yes, and one part I know you on purposely play in a dead stroke.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's also I am not sure to make the tempo suddenly slowing down
Hmm.
and make the
Yeah.
little dando because you created something, then it's became zero again.
Yeah.
So it's unique. It's unique. It's yes, of course, it's unique. But for the long line of the music, maybe you can do different approach. You can try different approach.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But overall, you did really, really nice work.
Thank
And
you.
I know that piece is very hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And for you, um, for the stroke,
Hmm.
yes, for that piece, um, I'm calling for myself, I'm just calling it swipe stroke,
Okay.
swiping.
Yeah.
Yes. So instead of play, of course, you still need to control,
Hmm.
but instead of try to play every single note heavily, play some note much less.
Yeah, like
So
in the like I'm like my goal is not to hit the note, but to pass to the other note. Is that
yeah,
what you mean? Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So sorry, my
No, that's okay.
my dog is sleeping in front of the instrument. um, so, uh, so for the stroke wise, you can try. I don't know. You can see or not.
Mhm.
Can you see?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I'm doing very exaggerate way.
Yes, but
But
I understand the message.
yes, so now you are, of course, depending on a piece, but now you are mostly playing everything very heavy and
Yeah.
playing. But you can try. Sorry. You know.
Yeah.
Then eventually you can. Sorry, my dog started singing.
That's okay.
So eventually you can, make the one line and
Yeah, because I agree that I would maybe long term the last that fast and the most ending part I would want to do with more energy and faster, and this is exactly what I need to do it faster. Yeah.
yeah. So Dana, right? Wait, how
Dane, but
Dane,
yes,
Dane,
thanks.
Dane, can you like have you tried a stroke like da da da? Like just try to do
I don't know how am I going to approach this, but
just
I can.
try dun dun like this one stroke with da 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 da
Okay, you're two,
did it did it.
two. So, tara, tara.
Yeah, you can see you are doing
Yeah,
tata, right? Instead of that, la la, ta la,
Yeah, more going through it and not focused on it. So
Yes.
top.
Like la la da dee dee da dee dee, just circling like this
Yeah,
on top with it la 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 dee 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 da dee da la dee 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 dee.
yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah. So that stroke might be useful, and for to getting that stroke, simply you can do practice like
yeah,
this, then just drop and touch.
yeah. Little
But
by little. Yeah,
yeah, this move would help, I think.
yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Any question?
Yeah. Well, for this piece, what I was interested from you, I got, and that was more interpretation focused, because now I just think it needs more time, because I finally overcame many technical difficulties it opposed me. But yeah, so I just think now I have to work on these details and give it time. But I was wondering, like, I really liked your the spruce arrangement, and that's something I would want to do. Maybe not in the near future, but what really always intrigued me at the pieces like that is the different requirement of technique, because it requires a special touch. It isn't like the etude in E minor, where you need practically muscle to be able to do it. Here you need muscle to be able to get the specific touch. And my question is how to work on that type of technique for getting the perfect touch and the balance. Did you understand what I'm trying?
Yes. Thank you for liking my arrangement. Thank
Yeah.
you. So as I mentioned, I grew up as a piano player.
Mm-hmm.
So and there are many piano pieces, wonderful, beautiful piano pieces compared to marimba. Of course, we have tons. They have tons of wonderful music. And then so I learned many different type of the music, like a lot different type of the
Mm-hmm.
Mozart, Bach, even Beethoven, Bruckmüller, and Ravel, Liszt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Many Debussy, many different, and those experience naturally want me to imagine the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually have a idea of what kind of sounds I want.
Mm-hmm.
Then to have that sounds, I create my stroke and my touch. So for me, it would be very and also I went to school in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
and I was studying with Nancy Zelsman and Ed Seinden. Well, they are both, of course, amazing percussion player. But Nancy was my main teacher, but she um, recommended me to take some lesson from other teachers too.
Yeah.
Well, I was taking lesson from piano teacher on marimba, as well as violin teacher on marimba, instead of every week with Nancy. Like, I was taking with other, like really many, not many, but different teachers.
Yeah.
And them, they don't care about the difficulty of the technique, right? But
Yeah.
of course, they care about the sounds.
Yes.
So, and those helped me a lot as well to have some idea of the sounds. And okay, so violin, they can sustain, but we can't. So how can we approach, And this,
Yeah.
for those helped me a lot. And of course, listening to the many different kind of music helped me
Yeah.
too. And that's actually helped me the most probably. Then I have an idea of the sounds. Then try to get that sounds again and again. So not like technical hard stuff, more like spend more time to get the sounds of the
Mhm.
touch probably.
Yeah.
Yes, even for the fundamentals practice, I used to do a lot, which I try to get the sound in a same note, but try to get the different type of the sound,
Yeah. I
the
understand. Yeah.
same volume, Those nod practice would help, I think.
Yeah. So basically, it's basically I should focus on playing on the marimba and just looking for the sound, trying to find it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a clear idea of the sounds, you will get that sound.
Yeah.
But
And yeah, I always thought about working with teachers of other instruments. I just think that maybe it's too early for me, being that I'm only second year and being that I'm only 19, and that I have a lot more to learn from percussion teachers and other. I think I will leave it for maybe a little bit later.
yeah. I was doing that maybe around the 20 years old or something. So
Yeah.
yes, you can leave it now, but listen a lot of music and have a clear idea of the sounds, what you want
Yeah.
would help a lot. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was very nice
Well, great job, Danny.
meeting
Very
you.
good.
Wonderful playing, Dane. Yes, looking
you.
forward to hear your playing again in the future.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
very
I
much.
think that what Eriko was saying about like the strokes as well, and this gets missed all the time. It can be related to any percussion instrument, like even the drum set, like
Yeah.
stroke types. So I would probably practice that just with some drumsticks.
Yeah,
So,
maybe like
like,
it reminded me of Moller technique, if you know,
Yeah.
like yeah,
it's
Right.
yeah, I mean, it pretty much is. It's basically
Yeah.
common sense, just using the weight of your muscles
yeah,
to do the work for you, and then reconditioning back to square one. You know, so
yeah.
yeah, nice job. We must move on. Enjoy
Yes.
it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All
Goodbye.
right, who's got the camera on? Eon.
Hello, hello. Hi.
All right, the floor's yours, buddy.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So to quickly introduce, I'm Jon. I'm currently first year master in Copenhagen. Well, we just finished this year. I mostly study with Anders Kan Elton, Johan Bridger, and also Søren Monrad. All fantastic professors, and I'm really happy to be in such a good collective. I can really work on many things with them. So yeah, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. So Ian, I was at the Copenhagen Conservatory last year.
Oh yes, that's when I
Yes,
wasn't
did
here exactly.
Yeah, you were not there.
Yeah, did you play in the radio hall when they had this like big concert?
Yes,
Oh, that was
yes.
pretty amazing. I saw
That
the
was-
videos. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, I don't have a video. Can you tell them to send it to me?
Yeah, sure. I think they have some stuff from the big hall. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I will.
Yes.
I will write it down.
Yeah, thank you. Well, me and Johan, we are very, very close friends.
Mhm.
Johan is amazing musician, and I love
Yeah.
him very much. Wonderful musician and wonderful, like lovely person. Such a super super nice person. I always
I agree.
learn a lot from him. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. He's
Yeah.
also very versatile, and you can basically just come to him with whatever, and he will always have good input or good feedback to give. So yeah, it's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's amazing. Yes, I love him very much. Oh, yeah, great. You are studying with them. Wow, great.
Yes.
So, what do you have?
For today, I have a recording of Johann Sebastian Bach's first keyboard partita, actually. And it's going to be Sarabande, the slow movement. I think you should have access to the score and the video. I made it. So yeah, there we go. Great.
Yes. And
Thank you.
Bravo! Well done. Very well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for playing. Yes, it's really, really beautiful. I want to hear more.
Okay. Oh, I have many links. It's
Wow.
basically, this was my like first, how do you call this, jump into the piano literature. This was, so basically, what was it? I was here on exchange 21-22 season, and when I saw Anders doing all this crazy stuff, you know, I was like, whoa, how is this even possible? So I decided to try to pick it up a bit, and then he showed me traditional grip and what you can do with this stuff, and basically I tried to straight dive into the first keyboard partita, and I basically recorded the whole partita in October, I think. Yeah, and this one is one of the best products, if so I can call it, this movement specifically.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's really here for me.
Very, very well done. Yes, it's beautiful. You played beautifully. It's not, so much things to say. If I suggest something, for me, some part, because of the technique, I think you are doing like some, those stuff.
Yeah, it's better to go traditional way and just play normally for better sound, and it's safer to do it as well, right?
I mean, for me, it doesn't matter so much for us as a percussion player to using this or using this.
Yeah.
I prefer better sound and better line.
Exactly.
Yes, and yes, you have a good technique over this. Yes, of course, no wonder. I'm sure you spend so much time for that, and it's great. But same time, you also have more importantly, you have a wonderful feel of the music, and you are making a great line. But because of the chasing for the technique of this
Exactly,
way,
yeah.
your natural musical phrasing sometimes was distracted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I also felt this exactly.
Yeah, especially when you are reaching to somewhere, I feel okay if you play like traditional way, not doing this thing, maybe you can create more, right?
Exactly.
And sometimes you can do some stretch with it. The stretch is the music, and then it even became more, beautiful, I felt.
Yeah, for sure. I think if it's not necessary to do it, why do it, right? Because
and
we're still more used to playing normal way, and it's generally can be the safer way to do it, if I can say so.
I mean, always pick something which sounds better on the instruments, and in my opinion, and no one will be amazed of this anyway,
Yeah, of course.
except someone who play only this. But usual audience we have wouldn't care about this. Well, they appreciate more of how you sing and how you share the music. We care.
Yes.
And yes, you have that very nice sense of the music and very sensitive touch. So maybe you can check some part which maybe adjust some to combine. And of course, any kind of the technique wouldn't hurt to have for us.
Yeah.
Techniques are tools, so it's always nice to have as much as possible. So now you are having those. So the music and the feel and the natural talent of the sense, is, we
Always
cannot.
the most important thing. Yeah, absolutely.
The most
Everything has to
important.
serve that at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
I also
So
discussed with Anders, right? The general audience, or most of the people, or more people that you can reach, the better. And most people are not percussionists, right? Of course.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they just care about how it sounds and how it touches them, not like how fancy or whatever, how skilled or whatever is, right? That's only the percussionists will notice, no one else. So yes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm glad you noticed that.
For sure.
It's kind of a trend, I guess, to do those stuff. So easy to follow the, trend, and everyone doing, yes, I can do that too. Yes,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you are, over with that stage, I think.
Yes.
You can go, what
exactly.
you want to do. Yes. And then I think you can see much more clearer for the line of the music. And you play like really, really beautiful. Just, some part, I think just a few part, because of the technique you are chasing at that moment, you are missing the feel of the music. But
Yeah.
that's, I'm sure you can fix, and you notice that. So that's great. Yes. And yes, that's also why I want to hear more about how you play too. And yes, this is a nice adapt on marimba. And maybe you can also explore some other composition which can be suitable for the instruments.
Yes.
Yes. And
I was, how do you call this? After just playing around and playing by ear, I was thinking of actually next what I will probably do is start working on an arrangement of Carmen by Bizet.
yes, which one? Which part?
The tricky thing is the habanera, of course, the famous,
Ah,
but the thing there is it's very, how do you call it? I mean, it's repetitive, right? You only have the first verse, if you can call it, and then the chorus, if you can call it so then it would maybe be more of like a this and variations after. And then probably also another movement could be the overture, but that is still like I am still very far away from that. I need to delve deep into the score a bit more and
yes.
then try to pull out what works on the instrument, not just start randomly doing things. But of course, through experimenting, then you know what works and what doesn't. So I will try a
Absolutely.
mix of this. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful to hear. I mean, we never know until we dive in, and we need to spend some time and energy.
Yeah.
Then
Exactly.
sometimes it doesn't work, but
Yeah. True.
sometimes it does work. And
And then you're like, wow, amazing.
yes,
Let's do more.
actually, yeah. First, when I started playing for example, Sibelius spruce, I thought it might be a difficult. I mean, no, I cannot get that sound, I thought.
Yeah.
But I spent, a few weeks, and okay, it would work. I will make that work. And,
Yeah. Exactly.
the big change, because sometimes even friends say, oh, well, maybe that's not gonna work. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but it did work. And also one time, your teacher, Johan Wicker, he was playing. He said, I'm gonna arrange a lullaby from Fireworld." So I said,
Oh,
"How?"
yeah. I know this. How are you gonna do this? Ah, look, there it is.
Oh, I'm gonna try. Yes, let me show you, because I also thought, oh, Johan can do that. I couldn't imagine myself to do, but I thought, Johan could do that. Then he played for me, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, wow, it's
Exactly.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
felt pretty much the same way when he showed me.
Yes, he did amazing jobs, and yeah, you have a wonderful teacher near you. So yes, I'm sure he will help you to arrange a visit too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I work on that with him.
yeah,
Yeah.
great. So, do you have any question or any?
Yeah, actually, it's like well, it's kind of at this point. I don't know how to explain this. It's like Of course, we practice a lot. We play a lot. We try to currently we're like try to develop, for example, marimba as an instrument and develop repertoire and literature. You know, but then it's like, okay, you spend so many hours in the room, but then you have to show it to someone, right? In some places, like, okay, how do you get to that stage? Actually, then, let's say where to even look for a concert opportunity or things like this. You know, to play gigs in this sense. I think we should definitely talk more about this because I think it's pretty hard to get chances, right? Especially with, oh, here is Spotify. Let me just listen to some music here instead of going to a concert, right? So yeah, now how to get all of this on stage outside of a music academy, you know, oh, here's a bachelor or master exam or something. This is a pretty big challenge, and I'm struggling, you know, to find ways to do this.
So, sorry, I'm a little bit confused over your question. So you are asking about,
in general, just when you prepare something and you have, let's say, a repertoire, right? How would you then try to look for opportunities to play it to people actually on real concerts, gigs, and so on? You know,
how to look for the concert.
Yeah, kind of where to look for, you know, and how to approach these things.
I see. I think it's depending on where you live. It's very different too.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course. But first time when I was a student, I was undergrad student, and also I was looking for the opportunity to play too. So with friends, we did a lot of outreach concert. You know, it's very important for us to be hard. So, you know, we did a lot of outreach concert, and also I did attend for the competitions because
of course.
I also thought it's very important to get the advice from someone who is in a field. And actually, me and Johan and Patrick Lab, we met at the competition.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, we met at the competition. They won first prize at the duo category, and I won a first prize at the solo category. And then we became friends, and very good friends. And we traveled together. They came to Japan as well to play concert together.
Oh, I didn't know. Amazing.
Yeah. So it's you know, competition. You will meet the people who are, you know, who has the same passion and love to the instruments. Yes. So that was the place to share your music when you are young. Then it's a very different generation. In my generation, we didn't have a YouTube, or we didn't have a phone. I mean, this kind of phone. So we are paper or friends, letter. So it's very different, but in a good way. You have access to the internet, so you can share lots of video of you playing.
I mean, in this process currently, yeah, actually.
It's yes, but also dangerous thing is, there are not only good performance does not equal to have a good rate sometime.
Yes, true.
Yeah, and sometimes like question mark performance has high rate, and
Yeah. You need to think of the algorithm, and how to catch it for sure.
Yeah, so you need to have some balance. So you have a great teacher like Johan, so you can always ask him for the advice, like, how is this video, should I publish, or then you are not have a confidence. But also, whatever happen, you should believe what you are doing, and keep going is very important, and those will lead some path. Those will make your path as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so competition and those concert, you can organize yourself and then those will naturally lead your path, I think. And of course, you can apply for some auditions for the management company, stuff like that, if you want more.
Okay, that's a very good one. I didn't even think about this.
Yeah.
When you think about auditions, you're like, orchestra, not.
No, for that. For some audition which involved a management company.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good. Nice. Yeah, and then another thing would be, which is connected to this, is when you try to reach as big of an audience as possible, not just the percussion bubble, is like, I'm not actually sure. Of course, now it again depends on location where you are and what kind of demographic you aim for. But it's like, what would be a good, let's say, program for a general, even non-musician audience, not only just musicians? You need to find this. Oh, here's a popular piece like Carmen, for example, right? Here is some cool contemporary stuff, and they were like, wow, such interesting sounds. And it's like, how to merge it. In that sense, I don't have that much repertoire actually, but I'm currently trying to put something together, then I can use to make concerts with, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's a very good question. I mean, it's time to time your program might change, and also for me, in general, concert, like mostly non-percussion players, concert, I like to share some of what the contemporary piece, as well as probably audience know kind of the music, to because myself is also, when I go to concert, if I hear something, I know this piece, that make me happy too. And the audience, they don't know, like most of them, or depends on where, but if that's countryside or somewhere, then not many people knows about these instruments yet. But if they had something like Carmen or Bach, then hear some contemporary pieces, then they might feel more familiar to the instruments.
Exactly. Yeah.
So for myself, I like to mix of the repertoire. But for the percussion concert, like for example, when I go to some university or that kind of concert, I like to play like mostly contemporary music, and maybe one, one or two, familiar piece, familiar classical music, because we also need to raise our level of the repertoire.
Exactly. Yeah, we need to push forward.
Yeah, exactly. For ourselves, that we have to do work together as a percussion player and musicians too. But for the audience of non-percussion player, then I want to share more. Like
exactly. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Thank you very much. This was fantastic. It's really good.
Great.
I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Looking forward to hear your Carmen in the future.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well done. Great job. That's a massive question, and something I would like to tackle with you at some point, because in my eyes, that's almost the biggest question.
Yes.
In terms of programming. And I've had these conversations with Anders actually, because he joined me on a cruise like 6 or 7 years ago, and the audience there is completely not percussion. So it's striking a balance, and it's almost like in the raw sense, it's a bit like a business pitch. You have to get people on side first, and when they're on side, they are more likely to buy your product. And when you have that, you can expand into other things. So we'll talk. I like that. So let's revisit that another time, because I could talk for hours on that. So that's cool. All right, good job.
Great, Wayne.
Okay, I think we're going to go to Jake next, because he's on camera. Jake, hey buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, yeah. So, my name is uh, Jake, and this fall I'm going to be going to Eastman for my master's.
Great, great.
Yeah, so that's a bit about me.
Wow, great. Wow. You know, Michael about it. I love you so much. I love him
Yeah,
very
he's pretty great.
amazing. Yeah, he is
Mhm.
fantastic. So full of the energy. I love him very much. Yes, he's
Yeah.
like my hero. He always gives me some
Oh.
inspiration, and he also has like wonderful passion and sweetheart.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
You will learn a lot from him. So
I'm
you
sure I
have,
will. I'm sure I will.
yeah, before Eastman, where were you?
Yeah, so the school I just finished up is Capital University, which is in Columbus, Ohio.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, and
I,
if you know the name Cameron Leach, you know that name?
I know. Yes.
Yeah, Cameron did the same thing I did, where he came to Capital first and then went to Eastman, and I'm just doing the same thing as him. So he's like within the area. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. I was teaching at the Eastman last year. Was
Oh,
having
okay.
last year 2023-24. Yes. So, and maybe because of that, I met him or I heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
that's great. Yes, it's he. Michael is amazing person. You will learn a lot. Really. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, before I got in, like met him and I like played for him like twice, and it was a lot of great stuff that I learned from just that. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Well, yes.
he's really awesome.
Yes. One of my students is at the Eastman right now too.
Oh, who?
And yes, Lion. Lion. He's from Juilliard Pre-College.
Okay.
He's such a funny funny guy. So yes, he's such a character. Yes, he kept
Okay.
talking funny things. You will like him. Yes,
Well,
yes,
I'm excited to see him and everyone else. So, yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm sure you will have a great time at Eastman. Yes. So, what do you have, Jake?
Uh, variations is what I sent.
Okay, let me see. 1 second. Let me pull that up first. Then Barrett variations. Okay. Yes. I got the music. Okay, so can I hear your?
Yeah, are we ready?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
All right.
Oh, do you mind skipping like 20 seconds past this? Because yeah, like I had to send this through like Google Drive or whatever, but it's about to have me play. So, all right, great. Thank you.
Well done. Great playing.
Thanks.
Jake, good work. I can see you spend so much time and energy to play this piece.
Yeah, that was the biggest struggle with this piece for me. It was just the endurance of keeping the energy high the whole time, and making sure that I was able to actually achieve what I was trying to do. That was definitely the biggest challenge with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think I grew a lot from doing it, and because yeah, like when I hear it back, like I think like, oh well, like there's a lot more. I think in like the like a lot more in like the in like the ends of phrases. I think I can do more with, and I don't need to always push so hard. Um, in this, just because I was like doing this for grad stuff and like trying to get into school, so I was like, oh well, I want to make sure they know I can play notes, you know. So, um, like that's like kind of I think the mindset I had. But now that I'm kind of through that, I think hearing back, there's definitely a lot of stuff I would change about it now.
Yes. Yes. Great. You noticed that.
Yeah.
That's important to see yourself, you know. Yes, I was talking with other candidate, but it's for me, I'm the most hardest criticizer to myself, you know.
Mhm.
Yes, and yes, and Jake, yes, you did great job. Of course, no, yeah, obviously you spend so much energy and time to pray like that. You know, it's
Mhm.
difficult, but yes, from the performance, I can feel. I felt yes, you are doing this for yourself, not
Mhm.
delivering.
Yeah, right.
You know
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
but now you're gonna go to Eastman and study with Michael, so you will go to next level for sure. But for that's a mindset thing. But for myself, when I pray to the people, when I pray for the recording, I'm praying to share the music, not
Mhm.
just praying myself. You know, that's a kind of mindset. It's let's share and create the music together. That's kind of a mindset, you know. That's I always have. And of course, I'm the one who needs to do all the work, but still, that feel is very important for me.
Mhm.
Those I think I learned naturally from studying at the Berkeley, because those jazz players, they are always, you know, sharing the music on a stage and involve the audience, not just I know this piece, I play this, not
Mhm.
like that, you know.
Right.
That
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
creates the music. So that's feel is I learned a lot at Berkeley from, you know, watching. Do you know Victor Mendoza? One of my favorite vibraphone musician, you know, the Victor Mendoza. He always make everyone happy around there, you know, and yeah, those, you know, those players. Yes. But anyway, so this piece, um, yes, obviously you did a lot of work and a great technique. For me, a few things I want to talk about. One is feel of the rhythm and the groove.
Mhm.
Jazz is color of the sounds and dynamics,
Mhm.
you know. And those three feel probably help you to make the bigger phrase. This is variations already. It's difficult to connect to the end. And like you say, keeping the energy was hard. Yes, it's energetic piece. Valid variations. Michael, you know, of course, he's the
Mhm.
care of the energy, So of course, but it's this piece also has, and Michael also has a quiet moment. Yeah, so energy does not need to be always same. Energy can be not, I don't mean low, but strong, but thinner. Do you understand?
No, yeah.
The same energy, not same tension, can be created different way, which can affect to the speed of the stroke. And of course, if we play a faster stroke, more upstroke, some part, then it's pronounced a little quicker. So of course, more sharper approach. And some sounds can be like that, and some can be a little bit milder, use more weight. Those you can, find out. Not only with this piece, you can experience many different pieces, but for some high end, especially, I felt you have a great stroke. Your stroke is great, beautiful. In general, sounds quality of the sounds you are creating is great. But my point is, you can have different type of the stroke, many different types, to create much more colorful sounds. That will help you to create a longer line. And right now, your quality, yes, like your basic stroke is most of the time same. And most of the time, same stable stroke, I'd say. Stay very stable, which is good. So on top of that, you can have more. Make sense?
No,
Yes.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. And for the low part, like when you have pianissimo stuff, those actually have less energy, much less energy, but more tension. Control a bit, like speak importantly. So in a way, yes, it has more energy, but not like kind of ending of the piece. You want to keep that that who of Michael Barrett. But in the pianissimo section, that can be much less volume, but with much more control.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some things I can do to kind of work on that then? Like do you have like certain things that you like play to like work on that? Or is it just like a mental thing or
No, you can absolutely physically practice too. But of course, first, I think now I'm talking like many different things at the same time. So I'm sorry, it's not organized.
No, that's fine. Oh,
But, so for the practice, yes, of course, you can practice with this piece with slower, much slower tempo. Yeah, for the physical practice, and also fundamental practice with fundamental, very simple practice, and change the stroke. So just very.
Oh, and I also have one with me too. If you want me to hop on.
Oh yes! Great! Yes.
Is that fine? Okay, cool.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, great to hear that. Yeah. So, I'm trying to think what would be effective way for you. For that, if you have instruments, then maybe you can try stroke as well as the tightness of the sounds. For the very beginning, dun ding ding dun ding dun dun ding ding ding, that one. For me, yes, of course, depending on the piece, the rhythm feel should be different, right? I think I just want to hear tighter rhythm with this piece. instead of wider feel, like more tight.
So like more just so like more on the beat.
On the beat, more tighter. Right now, a little too much laid back, I feel. More going forward. Like if metronome, this kind of metronome, you put a little bit ahead, not back.
Okay, got it. All right. I haven't played this piece in a while, but I will try to do that. All right.
Try with a slower tempo. Good. Yes. So now, very good. It started mild again, but that's one approach. In the beginning, you are very tight, right? And now try keep the time, but a little bit legato version. Tira tira lan da rin dan tira lan dan ding dan da ri dan dan.
So when you mean tighter, is it just the approach I'm doing, or is it something I'm changing in my hands as well? Like, am I actually like tightening up a little bit in my hands, and then when I'm not doing that, I'm like looser in my grip? Is that what you mean, or just like the way I'm approaching playing this?
Approaching to the play and the rhythm. So, I've never played this piece, so I don't know. I can play, but ding 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 ding. So this a little tight, right? I just pull tight. Loose it.
Okay.
Right? And
so
lay back is feel a bit late.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So I did tight. You want me to do legato?
A little bit tighter.
Oh, a
More
little bit tighter? Okay.
computer tick tick tick. But Vignao put the tenuto mark, so you need to show that. So it's already using the different type of the approach of the sounds. Tenuto, a little bit more weight.
Okay.
And other note, a little bit faster.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Good. Now
What?
you have a tension. Now you have a good tension, but instead of play fast stroke on the tenuto, play a slower stroke on the tenuto, but other note can be faster. Makes sense?
Got it.
But rhythm need to be tight. And play slower.
Okay. Kind of like that.
Good. But it's good getting there. But Jake, one important thing you might be missing is the phrasing. So yes, theme is tan 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 ding tan 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 ding da dee da dan tan, right? Then next variation one start with upbeat, not downbeat. ta-ran-ta, tin-tan, ta-ra-ra-tan, tin-tan. So the pulse, tan, tin, tan, ta-ra-ra-tan, tan, tan, ta-ra-ran, ta-ra-rin, tan, ta-ra-tan, tan. Do you understand what I mean? The measure he put is not always downbeat for the tan, tan.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's you need to be share a little bit carefully, because I think you are creating a tan 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 tan. No, ta ta ti ra ta ta tan 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 ta la la ta ra ri ta. That
Okay, yeah.
shouldn't be same as the theme all the time. Make sense?
No, yeah.
So feel the downbeat. I don't mean to put the accent for the downbeat, but feel the where composer made the phrasing.
Okay.
That you can pay a little bit more attention of. And then, so that's, yes, that's you can practice slowly to change your stroke. And for the dynamics wise, put the music and check the mark again. The forte shouldn't be always the same forte. So you can imagine, okay, this can be brighter red, this can be brighter blue, or if you are good with colors, actual colors, yes, sure. Or you can think, okay, this is like trumpet, this is like flute, orchestrate as an option. Or you can think of, okay, this is like an ocean kind, this is like forest, or or bird singing, or have some idea of the sounds and imagine the clear sounds idea, then I think you can have a more colorful sounds and makes the variation more deeper and gorgeous. That's what I think. Yes. Yes.
All right.
And any question, Jake?
So I guess like other than like it's just like trying to take it slow and like score studying to like understand like these things, like what are some other strategies I can help develop my ear to be able to kind of hear like, oh, this is the direction I should be taking this in. Does that make sense?
What do you mean direction?
So if like how we were talking about how in like the very top of the piece, like you wanted me to play it like tighter, like what are some ways I can kind of approach like learning how to like hear like, oh, like this part should go like this because it makes the most sense and feels like the best? Is that just like through experimentation, through like playing the piece, like, oh, I try it this way and then I try it this way kind of thing?
Yes, of course, experimentation of course will help, but study would be very helpful. And also this piece, you might want to try to play only rhythm with, and knowing that where the downbeats are, how he, it's like 7/16, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 5/16, 3/8, and 2/8, 7/16, 4/4. Those mixed major. So you can, but easily became chasing the note only, and forget about the tension of the rhythm. Do you understand so far?
I think so.
Yes. So I think if you study, for example, you can play this on a snare drum or drum set. Yeah, drum set might be like better idea you can have. Play the bass drum on all the downbeat. Ta ti ti la ta ta ri ta ti da nan tan tin tan. You know, then you might
yeah.
have some
Okay.
tension more to get, and also your phrasing needs to be show with only rhythm instead of notes.
Got it.
Yeah, so that practice
Yeah,
might be
that makes sense.
helpful. Yeah,
Okay.
and keep the 16 that's you know, that can be helpful too. Play on a drum set. Yeah, and I
Okay,
assume
cool.
you play drum sets too, right? Yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have played a bit of drum set, but yeah, I think that would help a lot. Yeah.
Yes, try that. Yeah, but great playing, and yes, so happy to hear you are studying with MJB. Yeah.
Mhm.
Great
Yeah.
job, Jake. Good job.
Thank you.
Nice one. Very good. Sorry, I've got Pius messaged me asking how Eriko is doing. I said she's kicking your butt, and he said he likes to keep the bar low. So there we go. Okay, we're going to bring on Layla. Layla, hello.
Hello, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we're all good. So if you want to introduce yourself and what you're going to play, I'll queue up the rest of the videos and stuff behind the scenes. All right, so over to you.
Hi, I'm Layla Stewart. I'm currently attending the University of Texas at Arlington, and this video I'm presenting is Frano Porteño by Astor Piazzolla, arranged by Pius Chang.
Great. Let me pull up some music. Yes, great.
Okay, are we all ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Nice, Leila. Good playing. Good. So, what you think about that performance for yourself?
I can keep working on it.
Good. That's great. Yes, I kept saying that. Yes, we should be tough to ourselves the most. Now you think so, then you will work on it and you play better every time. Yes. Yes, that's great. Yes, but you did great work, and I know this piece is very hard. And yes, you did amazing. A few things I want to share is just share the history of this arrangement first. Let me share that. So this actually I was the one arranged the first. Yes, originally. So that was back to my grad school time at the Boston. Oh, today I'm talking about Boston a lot. Maybe because I'm using the mug cup from Boston.
Oh,
Maybe, maybe that's coincidence. And actually, me and the team we met in Boston too, long time ago. Anyway, so oh, with Victor too. So first time that arrangement. So I was taking arrangement class at the Berkeley every week, as well as a jazz vibraphone lesson with Dave Samuels and Ed Standen. And actually, yes, Ian wrote, yes, Mendoza legend. Yes, Victor Mendoza is legend. I love him very much too. And I played with Victor with this piece too for duo version. This is like long time ago, before Pius actually arranged. And the first time my arrangement was marimba and vibraphone with Pius and melodica. Do you know the instrument in a melodica? One of the
is
yeah.
is it
Yeah.
the keyboard?
Huh?
Is it the keyboard by any chance with the tube?
Yes, with the tube you play. Yes, because at the time, yeah, we wanted to have something sound like band neon, but we cannot play band neon. And a friend of my Berkeley friends, he's a producer, and the keyboard he does everything, but he decided to play the melodica, and that was that can bend the sound, and that was interesting. It's super nice. So that was the first arrangement. Then second was me and Victor and the marimba and the vibraphone. So eventually Pius decided to write it down and arrange to solo version. So and then duo version. So because we are not the professional of the improvisation, especially for this, and he check the Piazzolla's movie, you can see he doesn't do so much improvisation. He has set sound, then on top, like a little bit of feel, of the improvisation. So we thought, yes, we should follow that. That sounds better because sometimes we play not so good with our improvisation. So finally, Pius made something to set. And so it has a lot of history for us. After like maybe 10 years later or something, he finally wrote it down. So, and for the solo version, of course, it's trying to put everything what we were doing, like melodica, vibraphone, and marimba trio, to put in a one instrument. So of course, it's hard, but most importantly, we cannot forget about the passion of this music. Passion and energy, so much boiling. And have you ever watched the Piazzolla playing this piece?
I haven't watched. I've only listened.
Yes, you need to watch it. It's amazing. So when we are doing a trio like back to like more than 10 years ago, we watched that before we start learning, and first we thought maybe we cannot play that. It's so deep, so heavy, so deep. We are not ready for that. Or marimba, vibraphone, melodica, that can be sounds funny. Well, but ended up it sounds good. So we still played at the recital, but it has so much passion, energy, and deeper love and sadness, and yes, many emotions are going on with this piece. And and later, you are playing very nicely most of the time, but what I was missing was boiling passion to translate that to the through the music. You know, I love music, and I love people too, but music, as a performer, we can be anyone. As a person, our personality and character is kind of set. We have a character, we have a personality, but for the music, as a performer, we can be anyone. Later. So when you play Piazzolla, or when you play Bach, when you play Mozart, when you play Keko Abe, you can be different person. You need to set that character to play. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So for this piece, it's my first time to listen to you, right? Yeah. So for this piece, you gotta be Piazzolla mode.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's you can probably experience and listen a lot of Piazzolla. Then you can feel. Of course, we cannot be 100% Piazzolla because we are different person. But through the music, we can try to be that. And forget about Leila yourself. You need to be Piazzolla mode. Yeah. So for that, so much approach of the music would be different. And for you, the technique is good, but for you, the feel the groove and energy can be, more.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have an instrument with you or no?
I could go to it very quickly if need be.
Oh.
I'm not in the room, but I'm next to it.
I see. If you want to try, yes, you can try. But for example, articulation, you're playing very peacefully, which is fine, but maybe not this piece. You can play much more aggressive and also the soft still. So like much tight, but not that was also we are talking with Jake. The feel of the rhythm should be different depending on the piece. And for this, not ta 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 ta, dit dit da do da dit da ba da di do dit da di da ba da dit dit da ba da di da, and then li da di da di da di. No, no, la da da din da 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 li da di da ba da di di da da di da ba da da. Do you understand that? Yes. So
Yes.
okay. Do you want to try?
Sorry. Yes. Let
Yes.
me give me this.
Take your time, Layla. That's fine. I think that's probably the thing about marimba, isn't it? Like to achieve that sense of like fluidity on marimba is like the hardest instrument in the world because you only have one length of note and like the natural sustain is there, so it's quite hard to achieve that.
Yes,
Which
yes.
goes back to what we were talking about, like with the stroke types at the beginning
Yeah.
of the session. But
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly. Yeah, stroke type and the feel of the rhythm.
Yeah.
Where the note, you know?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Are you ready, Leila?
Yeah, let me just get the camera a bit further.
Yeah. And
At the end of this, we'll get everyone on the stream. We can do a photo, and then we'll depart.
So, I guess, yes. In the clinic last week with Pius Chang, he also discussed the same thing about feeling the tango rhythm, the bump, bump, ba-dum. Is that kind of like the same?
yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, sha-di-di-da, ah-di-di-di-di-di-da. Yes, of course. And yes, you can keep preparing, but one more thing, when you have important note you want to pronounce, play on top of the resonator, check the sounds where which part of the marimba pronounce better, like obviously. Obviously play the on top of the resonator. It has that's power. So pay attention where you play. Listen carefully the sounds. Okay, on purposely, yes, of course we play the edge of the bar. Of course, sometimes on purposely, or sometimes we cannot avoid. But when it needs the sounds and the power, it's much better to play on top of the resonator. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Let me hear the very beginning. Judy Bore. Okay, good. Try now. You are playing very mild, nice, gentle. Put more fire inside of yourself, like boiling, but patient. So control and no. Now it's mild, right? No. I don't remember. La ti cha cha to la ti cha cha ba di do ri ti cha dan do ri ti cha cha ba da da di da. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
Layla, can you sing? La ti da da la ti da da ba da da di. Sing.
Sorry. It might. I don't know if I can very well. I'm sick right now, but
Oh. Not tan da 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 za ba da da za ba da da.
Sorry. Bum 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 ba dun 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 dun.
Yes. That's tension. That's tension. Getting better, but you're still too gentle. More, more power. Like someone push you. I'm not gonna move. Strong. That feel. Za-da-di-da. Decrescendo, but not za-da-da. No, zero part to be no energy. Have to have energy all the time. Try sing again.
Bum 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 da dum bum da 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 dum dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum da 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 dum.
Good. So getting better. Then now later, try without mild stroke. Control. Da-di-di-di, no, la, and la, da, da, da. Like you are doing da, la, pa, 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 la, da, 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 la, da, ti, da, pa, la, ti, da, da, li, ti, da, ta, la. Heavy bass.
Did you want me to sing it or play it?
Pray it with, of course, singing. But if you feel uncomfortable for your throat, sing inside of your heart. Yes, inside yourself, but sing. Keep singing. Say later. So this you are playing the ending kind of but that's fine. But put the tension and the force. Do you understand? No. Do you understand?
I think
A
so.
little bit downstroke for the la pa 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 la.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, you can check the video later. Then you can see that your stroke is one You're doing an extra motion, which is separating the phrasing. Lan 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 lan. One stroke. One, two, dun, 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 dun. No. Do you understand? Not separate the stroke. And because of the time feel, because of the time here, this part, maybe not, you put a little dando, but this is more like cannot patient anymore. So cannot patient anymore and going back to the same again. So no little dando will be appreciated, I think. And then here. So the feel of the rhythm again. First,
Yes.
I'm doing it very exaggerated way, but so the beginning maybe a more tight. Right? Then later, this part, this rhythm can be on purposely wider to get more excitement. You understand? No. Can you tell the difference?
Yes.
The change scale.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
make music more, you know, colorful and also easy for you to do excitement. And then very end, da, 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 da. I think you are missing one beat. 177, major 177. Check that.
Okay.
And not finally achieving, you know? Okay?
Yes.
Any question?
Yes. So I was wondering regarding like performance presence when you're on stage and stuff. I've gotten to see you play live, and I was just wondering, do you have like a routine before performances to like kind of get into the mindset of playing in front of people, or I guess like what do you think about how do you approach the board um, when playing in
So
front
for
of a large
me,
audience?
oh, great, yes. For me, I try to not have a routine. Any routine I don't want to make, you know, set because everywhere is different and always, you know, time difference, jet lag with baby, different circumstance. So if I have a routine and if I miss one of that routine, I feel nervous. I'm sure I will be. So my goal is I don't make any routine and just, you know, do like anything to be flexible, you know. And of course some stuff, okay, if I set the okay what's to wear the shoes, which shoes I wear, then of course I practice with that shoes, you know, those stuff, technical stuff, yeah, I do. But for the routine, no. But of course, for the motivation or for my feel wise, it's always feel, I always appreciate to the people who are there to staying at my concert and listening to me. That's just sharing the appreciation, which is bowing. And like I was talking with Danet, but praying with the audience, praying at the concert, we have an energy of the audience which encouraging us, and we can have a more energy than usual. It can be negative energy too. Some, you know, negative energy people also affect us too, but mostly the people there are appreciating you are playing and waiting for you to play. So just, you know, share that and just share what I have and feel like enjoy together. That's my, you know, mindset all the time. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah, another great question, Layla. Like we've had some good questions tonight. Keep hold of that. We'll talk about that maybe at my session. But yeah, I think the thing with preparations, like every performance is different.
Yes.
So why have like a formula when what you're going to is the unknown? You know, obviously you have your standards, which you've obviously said already, but I think to have like a certain formula, you're setting yourself up for a fall. Really, like just be yourself, be relaxed. I love it when I perform. I love it when there's other people backstage. I could just talk and not even think about the performance, because you know we've all been at the side of the wing when you're about to go on, and then you're thinking like, okay, I'm playing this piece. I'm going to go through like G major, and it's like, oh, what's the next chord? Like, and then you get into like this sort of mindset where you're not quite sure. So yeah, I think having a routine is good, but it can at a point get to the detriment of the players. So it's a fine line.
Yeah.
My advice is don't worry too much and just like relax. And as Eriko says, present yourself, and everyone's there to see you. So presumably they want to see you. So that's great.
Yeah. Also, yeah, present yourself. But as a performer, we need to present a composer. So
That's
that
it.
always think I'm not. Yes, I'm playing, but I'm not doing my thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be Piazzolla. Now I'm gonna be Chopin.
Yep.
You know, that feel is important for me.
Yeah.
As
So-
soon as yes, prepare my set is okay. Chopin, going to that world, or going to the Piazzolla mood. You know, that's depending on piece. But yes, then like in the beginning, as I say, like music can make your character change depending on the music. So that's also a fun thing for the performer to do. You know?
Great. Well, Eriko, it's on the nose, 8:30. So I'm going to end the stream. I think you want to do a photo at the end, but thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again on Wednesday for further WPG.